If you and I were chatting over a cup of tea and you asked me, is castor oil worth it? I'd probably say yes, but I would definitely tell you this first. Hello lovely people, welcome to my YouTube channel, Hey Spring Chicken. My name is Cordelia, and if you're a returning viewer, it's really good to have you back. And if you're new here, welcome. We deal with all things beauty and skincare on this channel, particularly for the mature lady. Today's topic, we are looking at castor oil, but a slightly deeper dive into castor oil because it has yet more surprising benefits. Last year, May 2024, I started my castor oil journey with no idea it would take me on the path that it did. And in May of this year, I shared with you my whole year-long journey and what had actually happened and what I'd learnt. And that video has nearly 600,000 views. I know, I can't believe it. But what really surprised me though wasn't the incredible success stories or the messages I received from all across the globe. And it was your passion, your love of castor oil that blows my mind. And what really made me stop and think was the number of comments about black castor oil. There was one comment in particular that really stuck with me. It was a Norwegian blonde who said she had itchy, flaky and infected scalp. She tried the black Jamaican castor oil and it helped turn her head around, so much so she has lovely luscious hair now. That and so many other comments around this oil made me think this is worth a proper trial. So here we are. Let me take you back to the 22nd of July when it all began. This morning I tried for the very first time the black castor oil, which had to be warmed prior to application, and it's quite strong smelling, so this is not something I would leave on my head overnight. My hair at the moment is very soft and very malleable, which is not a bad thing, so my curls are being left to their own devices. I will come back to you in 4 weeks. So that was then, and 4 weeks have passed. I've got to be completely honest, by week 3, I wasn't seeing any improvement, quite the opposite. In fact, I started to feel like things were going backwards. If I thought regular castor oil was dense and thick, black castor oil was on a whole different level. It was sticky, it was heavy, it was difficult to spread, and frankly, it felt more effort than it was worth. I actually nearly gave up, just like I almost did the first time I used castor oil last year. But I kept going, partly because so many of you had found success with it, and I kept thinking, why isn't it working for me? But I tried something very different. I didn't want to be defeated. As I say, I'd seen so many people have success with black castor oil. Regardless of my ethnicity, I still thought it would work well on my hair. So I did something called the overnight mask experiment. And one night I made my own little blend of oils. So I used the BATANA oil. This is so thick that you have to warm it up before it even pours. I also used an almond oil. I used a drop of jojoba oil. So I mixed it all up, black castor oil, almond oil and jojoba oil. And I applied to my scalp and to my ends. I slept in it overnight, and in the morning, it took 3 shampoos to get it out. My curls felt really soft. They were smooth, they were hydrated, and they almost had no frizz. So despite what you might hear online, sleeping in it can help as long as you dilute it. And that was the trick for me, because I couldn't use it on its own. But once I diluted, once I'd used a carrier, I knew that I could continue. While I think about it, I'm not sponsored by anyone, but I will add all of the products that I use today and all of my favourites in the link below, and some of those may have affiliate links attached, which mean if you click and buy, I do receive a teeny tiny commission, for which thank you. It really helps the channel enormously. At the beginning of this video, I said if you and I were having a cup of tea and you asked me would I recommend castor oil, I said I probably would. But first, let me tell you this. These are tips I wish someone had told me at the start of my journey. Tip number 1. Start with a tiny amount. Black castor oil, it's very dense. You don't need to soak it into your scalp. Tip number 2. Always dilute it. Always use a carrier oil. If you haven't seen the previous 2 films that I had done, I will add them there and they will show you all of the oils that you can dilute it with. But in terms of the black castor oil, mixing it with jojoba oil or almond oil helped it spread beautifully on my hair and it rinsed out much more easily. Tip number 3. Expect to shampoo more than once. I had to triple wash the next morning, which is fine, but it's worth planning for. Tip number 4. The smell lingers, and that is the same with body castor oil, any castor oil. It is a very strong smell, but black castor oil, it's earthy, it's smoky. It's not unpleasant, but I wouldn't want to wear it out. The editor said it smells like you've been digging the compost heap. No, it doesn't smell like the compost heap, but it's very earthy. And finally, tip number 5. Shedding. Okay, I was not expecting that. I saw more hair fall out in the shower and it would come away in my hand, which really, if you haven't got a lot of hair or if your hair is fine, it can be a bit of a shock. But it's absolutely normal. It's the weaker hairs that you have shed, but it is something to be aware of. So my honest verdict about black castor oil. Did it transform my hair? No, not yet. But did it soften it? Well, yes, it did. And my frizz, I have noticed, is much better, especially after the overnight mask. But the big question is, would I recommend it? Maybe. It's better suited, in my humble opinion, to the drier, curlier hair, and it definitely needs to be used with a bit of caution because it did leave my hair very sort of greasy. So if you do suffer with greasy hair, this may not be the oil for you. But if you've got anything like my hair, then I believe this will be good for you. So there you have it. No miracles, no filters, just exactly what happened. If you've tried black castor oil, I'd love to hear what worked for you. In fact, I love hearing your castor oil stories. There are thousands and the community helps each other. So let's compare notes. Definitely watch this video here. This will really help you because it certainly helped me. It's where my journey began. So I hope you liked this. I really hope you liked it. And if you did, press the like button and ding the bell, because when you ding the bell, it alerts you to content that we're uploading like this every single week. And subscribe, because when you subscribe, it lets the algorithm know we're doing something right. But in the meantime, if you've made it this far, I want to thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, your morning, your evening, your weekend, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you soon. Thank you.